Oh my, what you do to me? Like lightning when I'm swimming in the sea. From the very first time we loved, from the very first time we touched, walking on wires and power lines. You put your body on top of mine. Every time that you lift me up to the heaven and stars above.
Oh Lord of mercy, I'm begging you please. I'm feeling drained, I need love. You charge me up like electricity. Jumpstart my heart with your love. There's an energy when you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful, I can feel it. When you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful. There's an energy when you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful, I can feel it. When you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful.
I couldn't leave if I wanted to, 'cause something keeps pulling me back to you. From the very first time we loved, from the very first time we touched. The stroke of your fingers, the scent of you lingers. My mind running wild with thoughts of your smile. Oh, you gotta give me some. Oh, you could give it all, but it's never enough, no.
There's an energy when you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful, I can feel it. When you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful, I can feel it. When you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful. There's an energy when you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful, I can feel it. When you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful, I can feel it. When you hold me, when you touch me. It's so powerful.
Hold me in your arms, burns like fire, electricity. When you're close, I feel the sparks. Takes me higher to infinity.
So along with my scattered life updates and not very weekly training vlogs at the moment, I'm going to be adding videos like this, some breakdowns, and as well as a bit of gear reviews that you guys might be interested in. I still will be sharing that side of things, but at the same time, I want to give you guys a bit more behind the scenes into what I do, and thought I'd give you guys a bit of a gear review and how I shot something like this. And I'm also going to be doing one video per month on a big project that's somewhere in like the 18-month range that I want to document, because it's going to be pretty cool and it's pretty out there. And that one, at least I don't have to focus on trying to get a video out per week, because that's gonna be too hard for me. But with gear reviews like this and a bit of training vlogs, I'm definitely going to increase my YouTube presence again, which is something that I've been trying to do. And it's something that I've always wanted to do, I've just been too scared to do it. So this is the start of a bit of a breakdown for you guys into what I do and how I use it. Now, I'm not gonna run through all my gear, I'm just gonna run through the gear that I use to get these shots and travel up to Sunshine Coast. Firstly, all these shots were from a spectator point of view, and anyone had access to the areas that I was. However, I am very fortunate that I know a lot of the pros and they don't mind me sticking a camera around them or two, as long as I know they feel comfortable. So let's get stuck into it. My main camera is the Sony a7S III, and I've got that paired with a 24-70 original version DGDN Sigma lens. Now, every shot that you see that wasn't a running shot was on this lens. It's pretty much the most versatile lens you can get. I'm actually looking to upgrade to the Sony 24-70 G Master 2 lens. This one actually surprised a lot of people, and I do have to upgrade this lens, but it's a 16-35 f4 Sony Zeiss lens. I actually find the colors that come out of this are incredible. Most of the time you will see me vlogging on this lens because I use 16 a lot. I like the really wide aspect ratio, but this also needs to be upgraded to a G Master lens when I get the time and money. But at the moment, this is good, and I really love running with this on a gimbal. I did used to have a 16-35 G Master, but I unfortunately broke it without warranty and picked up this as a quick resort, and I just haven't upgraded it since. I've really liked this lens, but yeah, this is definitely due for an upgrade, but I do like having it on the gimbal. Now, those two lenses shot the entire video that you just seen. However, I wanted to give a quick mention to the Sirei 85. Every shot where people just go, I love that shot, is usually on this lens. So a lot of Hayden's series, I'll include some clips, was actually on this lens. And I just wanted to give that a quick shout out because I do use this lens a lot, but it is a very specific lens and you have to really know when to use it. And if you're trying to get a scenic shot, it's best to just avoid this lens and not put it on. But if you're trying to get a really dialed shot of someone or a specific athlete, then this lens, I always use it. Now, you'll often see me with two camera bodies. The second one is the Sony a7 IV, and I use this primarily for photo and B cam for video if I'm doing an interview. All right, SD cards. So I use two of these. They're the Pro grade 128 gigabyte. They read at 300 megabytes per second and write at 250 megabytes per second. They are V90 cards, and I use two of them. All right, second last one is ND filters. Now, this is probably, I would say, the most important thing that a lot of people have learned from me, and after showing them examples, this is why. Now, nothing against Peter McKinnon and the ND filters, but they do give off a bit of a weird tint. So the number one ND filter that I would recommend is the Nissi ND filter. Now, this is a Nissi 82mm true ND filter. And I couldn't recommend this enough. I absolutely love this ND filter. I've recommended it to nearly everyone, and everyone has. I haven't heard a bad thing about this ND filter from everyone that I've recommended it to. This is the 1 to 5 stop. What I also do use is a 1/8 Pro Mist on everything that you see from Nissi, and as well as the 6 to 9 stop that goes on top of the 1 to 5 stop. However, you don't really need the 6 to 9 stop, to be honest, unless you're rolling prime lenses. But I've currently got one on the camera now, and it is probably the only ND filter where the colors will remain the same and actually have true color. And I paid for all of this, so yeah, I would have to say, if you need an ND filter, please don't cheap out. I know it's expensive, but this is definitely worth it. Last but not least, I am actually still using the RS2 Pro. Now, it's not the RS4, it's not the RS3. I actually rarely use a gimbal, to be completely honest with you. Apart from when I'm running with Hayden, Mo, like those guys, I use the RS2 Pro. So yeah, on the weekend, the entire time you see me, even when I was running with Jake Braden at 320s and Bailey at 330, 340s, it was all on this. But yeah, I don't really have an issue with it. I know a lot of people always ask me why I'm still using the RS2 Pro. To be honest, I'm only really using it to get rollers where I'm in a car or I'm running next to someone and the weight doesn't really bother me. So yeah, so thanks for watching. It is a little bit different and I hope you enjoyed it because there's going to be a bit more of these and hopefully they can help you, whether it's vlogging or actual filming, hopefully they can help you out. So thanks for watching and I'll see you again on the next one.
Like fire, electricity. When you're close, I feel the sparks. Takes me high to infinity.